4th and 5th. We'll also have 21 Senate seats for your colleges and at large, and on March 4th and 5th, you can also vote on whether or not to add an outdoor rec fee of $8 per semester to the student activity fees. And the final debate is going to be Monday, March 3rd, the same place and same time. So enjoy the debate, guys. Thank you.
All right, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and present the format of the debate. So, running for president, we have Michael Newsom, Patrick Mooney, Destiny French, and Justin Airport. Alright, so the format of the debate, we're going to start with some opening statements in just a moment here. Then we're going to move into presidential questions. Each candidate will have one question presented to you, as well as one question at large to end, with some rebuttal time. Afterwards, we're going to move into audience questions, which is where we're going to ask all of you to help. So, with your paper going around, we just ask that you take a piece of paper, write down a question that you really want to address to the candidates, and bring it over to our table over here with these two lovely ladies, Colleen and Phyllis, right over there. And then we'll move to those audience questions just a few. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with opening statements. So I'd like to open the floor to Justin for your opening statement.
Hey, so my name is Justin Elport, and I'm the student body president along with my running mate, Devin Logan, who's my VP. And I'm a social health major and I'm a junior. My running mate, Devin, she's a junior as well, and she's studying political science. So we're involved in a lot of things all over campus, such as students against sexual assault, MASH, which is Montana Advocates for Sexual Health, and a bunch of other things. But we're running on this ticket because we love MSU, as does everybody here. But I want to do what I can to contribute to the students in the math committee, that they have just as great an experience as I have, but hopefully an even better one. So that's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
All right. So my name is Destiny French, and I'm running for ASMSU president. Along with my running mate, Jordan Garceau, who's running vice president, who's sitting in the audience. And our main focus is one campus, one community. We've been fortunate enough to be involved a lot around the MSU community. Such things like athletics, res life, orientation, and just many more other valuable things. And so we're really focused on bridging the gaps in between different communities and making sure that students are involved and empowered to take on leadership roles, and then awareness is a big piece so they can become aware of what this great campus has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Alright, next up we have Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick Lee. I'm 21 years old. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Right now, I'm running for ASMSU president with my VP, Claire Neighbor. I have experience in res life and I've been involved in sports around campus as well. And I'd like to focus this year on parking issues, campus safety, and I'd like to bring you some deeper on that first time. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next opening statement will be from Michael.
My name is Michael Newsom, running for ASMSU president. My vice president, Robert Johnson. He's not here today, both from basically around the enforcement involvement. What concerns us is some of the numbers we got in the last polls, 84% is student body vote. A big part of that is trying to get people out there to vote and be more involved in using programs and the money they are spending. A big part of this is strong veteran support. Not that ASMSU is doing that job already, but both Rob and myself are combat veterans and hope to continue that strong relationship with veterans and really just go more.
Thank you. Alright, at this point we're going to go ahead and move into the presidential questions. Michael, we're going to start with you. So, Michael, a big issue on campus right now is the anti-smoking policy. Many people who don't smoke complain that people ignore the ban and openly smoking, and some even report faculty smoking outside the buildings. On the other side, many smokers complain that the ban infringes on their personal rights. If elected, what voice would the student body government and yourself as student body president have on this issue?
You know, it's actually a pretty good question. We down in the center, we're talking to a couple of vets, and a lot of those guys are use more tobacco products, and that is a big issue for them. And one of our main concerns is strong relationships with veterans on campus this year. Some of the ideas that you bring out was actually this designated area for smoking. I know a lot of them, especially people that live on campus and can't smoke, they have to walk or drive somewhere to actually just have a cigarette. So one of the big things we're going to push for, working with presidents on certain boards with actual school presidents, council, over planning. We're going to bring that up. Maybe get designated areas within reasonable walking distances for people that do use tobacco. That way we're able to cover those who use tobacco, but at the same time people can be aware that that area will have that smoking environment they can steer clear from it.
All right, do you have any responses to that?
Thank you. Our next question will be from Patrick. Patrick, recently we've seen a rapid increase of crime on campus, specifically sexual abuse cases. How do you feel that we can make MSU a safer campus for students?
All right, well, on campus, we'll take care of it.
Would you like to hear me?
Yeah.
Patrick, recently we have seen a rapid increase of crime on campus, specifically sexual abuse cases. How do you feel that we can make MSU a safer campus for our students?
All right, well, first of all, I think it's fair for this to campus, especially this year alone. Different tactics I'd like to use against sexual abuse on campus, be more police around on campus, as well as better residents on campus. And alcohol awareness, I think, is very important, especially
Thank you. Now we're going to hear a quick response from Michael.
You know, I like that idea more lighting. I think MC does a good job right now with the lighting. I think the big problem with that is actually what's being told. Stories that are put out there, sexual assault and rape is not a good thing. Unfortunately, it's being really over-exaggerated. What I'm big concerned with is that we are going to be working with the Voice Center on promoting awareness. I think that's actually the best way to combat that.
Thank you, Michael.
Our next candidate will be Justin. Give her a sense of response.
Thank you. So as a parent students with sexual assault, I think the most important thing is trying to change the culture. It's the language that we use around sexual assault that is really important. It's not about exaggerating it, it's about facing the realities of how we control and by them. And although policing and lighting is also really important for the prevention of this, most importantly, we have to work on the important and active. And then you have to be able to what we do and how we do it.
Thank you, Justin. And Justin, you have a response?
I heavily agree with what Justin said. I think another big piece is awareness. Not many people know that there's which goals are the listeners, which goals are the programs like students against sexual assault and youth stop and rape and things like that. And so
Patrick, we're going to offer the floor to you for the final 30 seconds for the day. We're now going to move on to Destiny. Destiny, what is one issue on campus that you plan to focus on, and how do you plan on doing so?
The biggest issue that I and my ranking partner so we have focusing on is bridging the gap between the different organizations that MSU has. A lot of inconsistency is on our campus, and therefore we don't have many people attending events that we go on. And students are paying for that, and we know that it's getting most out of their money. So I think if we all communicate with each other and bring those communities together, then we will have more effective events. And ways I will do this is going to each of the organizations and talking to them and making them see like how we can help them and how we support them. Thank you.
Is there anyone who would like to respond?
Yeah, I believe engagement is a problem right now. I see those turnout and everything we have here on campus. And the real problem with that is involving the events that we're putting on for our teachers. It's such a lesson about it. I believe that's an event that a lot of people start off with, and they find it's not entertaining or relevant to anything we're doing next day. So we can work on bringing entertainment to campus.
Thank you, Patrick. Justin, now to respond to you.
Yeah, I agree that it doesn't get about bridging those gaps and giving students more engaged. Something that I learned in my modeling is, and it's kind of not how do we get them engaged, how do we force them to be engaged, but how do we let them be engaged? What do we have to give students to let them learn in the environment, in the classroom, and then outside that classroom? So maybe that is better programming, maybe that's better causes, but simply putting in those environments, letting them be involved.
Okay. Destiny, now, looking forward to you for our last
I think I agree with what the candidate said. I think that we encourage people to speak up and to say something. If they don't like the event, then let's work on it. But the only way we'll ever get there is if we come to the events and increase awareness and get people to come and to be involved and letting them know that ASMSU supports them 100%. And also just empowering and letting them know that they are students, they are paid, we're here for them. So thank you.
Thank you, Destiny.
Our next question is directed towards Justin. Justin, over the past 2 years, Montana State has seen an exponential increase in student enrollment. The last 2 years, freshman enrollment has hit all-time highs. This rapid increase has caused problems with parking, resident housing, and numerous other areas on campus. As student body president, how would you address these problems?
Yeah, so I think the increased enrollment is really great. More students on this campus means more diversity and more money. And like you just said, with all that comes that constraining space. I was just talking about this to somebody, how when you look at the student space on campus, besides the union market, which we're all at right now, how much more space is there for us? Things like Rocky Gym, that budgeting didn't get through the state legislature, that's something we need to work on to turn it into a more inclusive student space. The SOP fund is another great piece of MSU's history that can be used to it not being a big problem. Parking is a big one because part of MSU's charm and part of the charter is we have to have so much green space on our campus because it's a big school. Therefore, everything is very spread out, and like if you get here at 10 o'clock in the morning, you have to walk 3 miles just to get to the stuff. Looking into what we can do is that the parking garage that looks aesthetically pleasing to our campus, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it means wiping out the field to get a closer parking lot. That's the type of stuff I'll be doing.
Quick response to Michael.
Alright, so I know this is a big issue, and it's an issue that's brought up every year, and I don't know if anyone else has realized that nothing has changed each year. Actually, last year, instead of changing what had planned to happen, we actually increased the paid parking to a larger size. From some intel that I got, we actually had a parking garage that would cost $77,000 a spot to create that parking garage. That's going to raise your guys' cost of parking. I understand it's a problem. I have no problem sitting on the president's board and speaking about it, but it's not going to happen.
Thank you, Michael. Just in response to the space, I just wanted to hear the students' voice about the sustainability around campus and having roundtable discussions about, well, what do you guys want to see happen with this increase? Because it's great that our school is increasing, because that means that our school is attractive and people want to come here. I mean, I would. So it's just about hearing the students' voice and knowing that ASMSU supports whatever they have to say. Thank you.
All right, at this time we're now going to move to